I'm not gonna lie to you. I watch a lot of Charlie off his stream. I watch a lot of Critical off his stream. You know what I'm saying? But this one really stood out to me, so I wanted to watch it on stream. So says streamer gets angry and makes a horrible apology video. So I want to go see what the apology is. You know what I'm saying? I was actually gonna watch this all stream, but like I was like, I might as well just go watch this on stream. The title sounds interesting, and this is on #2 trending for gaming. So let's see what Charlie got, because he don't miss. I'm not gonna capture you. Let's see.
There's a Twitch streamer getting.
Let me see.
Right now, there's a Twitch streamer getting tomatoes thrown at him all across Twitter for a clip that's going viral of him having an embarrassing and horrible response to one of his community members answering a question that he asked them.
In Spanish, and it's chef's kiss. All right. Curvy, where the fuck have you been? Oh my God. Well, tell you what, Miss Dirty Curvy, you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to talk about it in my chat, because it's Friday. And that is a whole big bucket of bummer.
And his response is a big barrel of butt
I understand. I'm not gonna lie.
cheeks. So to give context to this situation here on the lore, this was a regular viewer of this streamer, an avid supporter who had taken a bit of a hiatus and was unfortunately going through a very hard time with her mother passing. So when he saw that she was back, he asked her, "Oh, where have you been?" To which she just answered honestly, her mother had passed away.
Okay. Oh, okay. So now, with that, now it makes, so basically, bro asked where she been at, and she said, my mother passed away. And then he said, and then he was like, don't try to bum the chat out, you bumming the fucking chat out. Then that clip, like, yo, that's the case, that's fucking crazy. I'm not gonna hold you.
Okay, so, you know, it was a bit of a tough time. That's why she was taking a break.
You play chess now.
And then for some reason, this must have input a cheat code into the streamer's brain that just sent him into, like, debate club. He, for some reason, then just goes into, like, this TED talk about how you shouldn't answer his question if your answer is something sad, because it brings down the vibes of the stream. It's baffling, because you had asked her, and she just answered your question honestly. I'll play a bit more of the clip before getting into it, but I want to make it clear
I want to see what he really...
That I understand a lot of streamers have a similar perspective where...
See, chat, okay, so if that's what he did, chat, see, I'm not going to lie to you, chat. A lot of y'all be, like, coming to me in the chat and be like, damn, my day... That's why I really asked how y'all day was, because some of y'all be like, oh, my day's bad, this happened. And I can't, like, all I can really do is acknowledge it and just give y'all, for those of y'all that do see, because there's a lot of people in the chat, for those of y'all that do see, like, you say that my father passed away, my dog passed away, whatever the case may be, and I see it, you know what I'm saying, and I asked, the only thing I can really do is give condolences, you know what I'm saying, hope you feel better, and just keep the stream moving. Like, I can't give, like, a whole therapeutic ass session at one time, like, you know what I'm saying, like, no streamer will really, like, give a whole session at that point in time, but, like, the least you can do, that's what I feel like you should do. Like, if it's like that and you see it, you see that, you ask a question, you see it, then just, like, I mean, I thought, that's kind of crazy to me, nigga. Like, I thought that's common sense, nigga. I thought that's common sense for not only streams, I thought that's common sense for any type of shit, nigga. Like, if you, like, ask somebody a question, and then the question happens to be negative, like they mom died, then you don't just be like, nigga, you're trying to bum me out, like, stop that shit. Like, who says that, though? Like, damn.
You don't really want someone in chat that's just talking about, like, a really traumatic experience they're going through, because...
Oh, wait, somebody says I'm pausing too much? Nigga, I paused one time, twice this video.
Not really the place for it, and the streamer's
I'm kidding.
Not the therapist. Like, I do get that perspective, but there's a difference between, like, just a random person treating Twitch chat like it's their psychiatrist, and you asking someone a question and them answering honestly, especially when it's a member of the community that you already kind of know to a certain level. I don't understand why you're all of a sudden getting mad at them for answering that.
And I'm sorry for your loss, but we're not doing that in my fucking chat. Thank you. Well, okay, Miss Dirty Kirby, you said, no, that's fine. You asked, so I told. No, I didn't ask you to tell me the biggest fucking bummer news in the world. I said, hey, what's up? How are you? You know what? Let me give you a little bit of a lesson, Miss Nerdy Kirby. When something really, really bad is going on in your life, and it...
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? What the fuck? What the fuck is this nigga saying?
Miss Nerdy Kirby. When I said, hey, what's up? How are you? You know what? Let me give you a little bit of a lesson, Miss Nerdy Kirby. when something really, really bad is going on in your life, and in a public forum, someone asks you, hey, what's up, how are you? There are two acceptable responses. Good, and you know what? I'll make it through.
Shut the fuck up. This is not a real clip. Yo, shut the fuck up. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard, my nigga. Yo. Nigga said, if you're going through some shit, I asked you, by the way, mind you, he asked, by the way, if I ask you some shit, and then you know in your head that it's something bad, then just say, oh, I'm gonna get through it, or say you're happy, or something. Like, don't ruin the vibe of the stream off that, like, nigga. That is the craziest. Y'all understand how crazy that is, nigga? Who is gaslighting her sadness? That's the craziest shit I ever heard. Cause now her mother just passed away. She going to this nigga stream, and then this nigga is making her feel bad that she's sharing the fact that her mother passed away, chat. See, I'm not gonna hold you. Somebody like me, chat, if y'all going through something, again, like Charlie just said, I can't have a whole conversation about you with it on stream, but I will acknowledge it and, like, you know what I'm saying, like, just give you like a couple, maybe 5 seconds of wise words and keep moving. There's a lot of y'all in here, so I can't do it all the time, and I don't always catch everybody, but this is fucking insane, nigga. If he did this in public, he get the GTA treatment. Like, imagine, Joe, if somebody from the WL community did this, chat, y'all know how much niggas probably not really gonna cancel this nigga. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But if a person from the WL community did this, like you know what I'm saying, a nigga did this, then it would be GG's. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, cause y'all know how they act towards the WL community, bro. But, alright, let's continue.
That's it.
So you want to just talk to NPCs that only have 2 dialogue options.
Facts.
Okay? Then why bother trying to communicate with a human being? Like, okay, give them a script. Make sure your community has the acceptable answer script to my stupid questions. I don't actually care where you've been.
Yo, call it
like, just tell me one of these 2 canned responses. Like, this is so fucking dumb. And I also love the audacity. Let me give you a lesson here on how to handle my questions going forward. It's just so laughable that he's acting like some kind of social savant here about how to handle public conversations and what you're allowed to say. You're a fucking Twitch streamer, man. All of us as streamers are not exactly the most socially gifted. Like, let's just face the facts here. So why are you trying to act...
I know I'm not the most socially gifted. Facts. That's facts. I know I'm definitely not the most socially gifted person at all, nigga. I'm not gonna hold you. But Collins, basically, we're watching this video. There's this streamer. The girl in the chat said the streamer asked how the girl in the chat was doing. The girl in the chat said, my mother passed away. And the nigga said, why the fuck are you telling me that? You bumming out the stream. Don't tell us that shit. You're ruining the vibe of the stream. Stop telling. That's exactly how she said it. In 7 seconds, that's exactly how she said it. He said it.
Streamers are not exactly the most socially gifted. Like, let's just face the facts here. So why are you trying to act like the authority on the matter here, as if you're some kind of social guru who's now giving a lecture to your community about what is and is not allowed in a public conversation? It's fucking goofy. It's very silly.
How are you? Good? Or, you know what? I'll make it through. Awesome. Love to hear it. See, there you go. Or Prom's response. Yeah, I said, Prom, how are you doing? She says, I'm alive.
You know,
her in chat, hold on, I in the chat, this shit is blurry as fuck, but it says, I'm not trying to bum anyone out. You asked me where I was, and I can't read the rest of that, but...
Or Prom's response, yeah, I said, Prom, how are you doing? She says, I'm alive.
So I said, where?
You know what's just as easy as those 2 responses is you being able to respond with some level of empathy, like, oh, man, that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Facts. Or, damn, that's awful news. Stay strong. Or... man, shit, that's terrible. Hopefully today's stream can lift your spirits a bit.
Facts.
Like, you also have equally easy responses to, like, instead of dwell on the negative here and for some reason try and shame her for answering your question honestly, you could have just as easily had a very simple and empathetic response to it and moved on from it. Facts. But instead, now you're putting all of it on her and blaming her for bringing down the entire atmosphere, as if she's somehow...
When he really brought down the atmosphere, chat. Like, that nigga really focused on that shit so much, he really brought down the entire fucking atmosphere. Who does that nigga think he is, my nigga? Like, I don't know, chat. Like, I don't know. That's fucked up, my nigga. I'm not gonna hold you.
You to enter your goofo mode here, your insano style tantrum that you're throwing. Like, it is your fault. You could have either not asked the question if you didn't want, like, real answers, or you could have had some level of empathy and just given, like, a general, decent response like, damn, awful news, sorry to hear that, stay strong. And then just go about, like, a good
Ariel,
vibe
you feeling
stream.
Charlie?
Like, it's super easy.
Oh, I asked you where you were. Look, Mr. Kirby, I'm just subtly trying to tell you that unloading really heavy news in people's chats on Twitch is not like good etiquette. It's not the place to do it. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
This nigga is a fucking bot, nigga. This nigga is such a fucking bot, nigga. Lame ass nigga, bro. This is not the place for that, bro. Chat, I'm not gonna hold you. Not trying to sound like the white knight here, but y'all can always, like, especially the beginning of the stream, nigga, when I'm really talking to y'all can always say what it is, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna have a whole conversation, 15 minutes with each and every one of y'all about all y'all issues, because again, that's not how it works. But y'all can always say what it is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to say what it is, my nigga. But like, this is crazy. I'm not gonna hold you.
Like good etiquette. It's not the place to do it. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Heavy news like that, when someone asks, hey, where have you been? You don't need to tell them, well, my dog died, my husband left me for a younger woman, my house burnt down, and my car got stolen. So I've been a little bit busy. That's why I haven't been around. Because it's like, oh, God, like, ugh.
Oh, God, your bad news is making my easy job just a little stressful. Because now I've heard your fucking bad news. Like, ugh. Like,
bro,
can you have some
story?
level of
Like,
shame?
facts.
Can you stop having bad things happen to you and then share it with me when I ask? Like, fuck. God, where do you get off? What a stupid perspective, bro. What are you talking about? That's not even what they did. You asked them a question and they gave a simple response to it. Now, for a little further context, she, in her first response, accidentally led with...
Nigga called him an egotistical bastard. Nah, that is some lame ass shit, nigga. Like, I'm not gonna hold you here. Like, that... Chat, I don't know. Some people, they get into, like, some type of fame or they get into this type of streaming shit, nigga, and then they just think they're just better than every human being. You know what I'm saying? I tell y'all this all the time, but I'm literally not better than anybody in this fucking chat, my nigga. Except Minecraft 69er. Fuck that nigga. But I'm literally in GTA. But I'm literally not better than any one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I literally am human like everybody in this chat, nigga. Well, there's some bots in the chat, but I'm literally human like everybody in the chat, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can't, like, regardless of what position I'm in or what you in, nigga, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't treat nobody like that.
Talking about, that's not even what they did. You asked them a question and they gave a simple response to it. Now, for a little further context, she, in her first response, accidentally led with, like, a laughing emotion. So she led with, like, LMAO because she was responding to, like, a joke he had told and then answered his question about her mom passing away. She got a little concerned that it was going to be misconstrued like she was joking about that. So then she clarified again that no, like, it's just been a rough time. It's just been horrible. So she said it like twice or 3 times in total, but it was never to dwell on it or try and treat him like a therapist or treat chat like it was a self-help subreddit or something. She just answered his question, but didn't like her first answer because she thought it might get misconstrued. So then just said like, no, it's just been bad, and that's where it was. She didn't try and like keep pressing it further or anything. For some reason,
didn't either.
He did. He took it and ran with it.
Castile, thank you for the gifted to. Why'd you give a gifted to that, nigga? Thank you for the gifted to Minecraft 69. I appreciate it.
It made it an overwhelmingly negative thing and then shamed her publicly in front of the entire community for it, which is so fucking weird and terrible thing to do. Now, like I said in the very beginning, I do understand the perspective of not wanting your community to treat it like it's like a therapy session where they're dropping really heavy things going on in their personal lives into the Twitch chat or asking you to solve the problems for them. I do agree that that is just not the time nor the place, and that's not going to help the person either. That's not going to help them or anyone else around you that needs like professional help and someone to actually be there and qualified to give real helpful advice to that person that's struggling. And Twitch chat is the last place you'd want to go for anything real. So I do agree, like, that is never a good case. Like, that's never a...
Yeah, like, chat, I don't think y'all should go to the chat, like this chat trying to get some therapy from me. Unless we're doing a therapy stream, which you would go to the Discord for. But I don't think you should go to the stream expecting any stream to fucking streamer to help your problems and fix all your issues and have a one-on-one conversation with you. You shouldn't expect that. But she simply he asked, she stated an issue she was going through. She didn't want it to be fixed or nothing. She was just stating an issue she was going through. You know what I'm saying? And then nigga just went off on her. So like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
A good situation to be in, but that's not the situation this streamer.
I'd be like, I eat a Frank. You lost a long time viewer.
A community member that he knew a question, and it was a personal question. Where have you been? Now I'm waiting for your answer. And they explained, well, it's just been a bad time because her mom had passed away. And that's it. She didn't like keep going forward about it, like to try and like make it all about what she's going through. She just answered his question point blank. And for some reason he went off the rails about it.
Like, you know, like if someone asks, like, hey, what's up? Where have you been? And it's heavy, just be like, I had a bunch of shit going on, so I've been lying low for a little while. Got it.
What's wrong with this nigga? You know what this really is, chat? You know what it really is? Have y'all ever had somebody get mad at you because they're having a bad day? I know humans, a lot of people do that, my nigga. Like, this nigga is mad. I guarantee, chat, the only reason this nigga went off on this girl, his longtime viewer, is because he's having a bad day or there's something in his life that he's not. I know niggas say that for bullying and everything, but it's true. Like, literally, a lot of people will be having a bad day and they're so negative. That's why if I'm having a bad day, I don't talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I just decide to, like, instead of, like, as human in nature, if you're having a bad day, a lot of the time you're going to reflect that on whoever you're next to, you know what I'm saying? Or whoever you're interacting with, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes that happens. That's why I do not, if I'm having a really bad day, I just try not to talk to nobody because I don't even want to try to subconsciously reflect that on nobody, you know what I'm saying? But this nigga is having a terrible day, obviously. So he's reflecting that on somebody's mother who just passed, which just makes this nigga a lame ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who this nigga is. It's just lame. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dreamers, thank you for the gift of the BK. Appreciate you. Reality will humble him.
That's it. I'm not trying to rip you a new ass.
Yeah, not trying to rip you a new ass, just trying to embarrass you in front of the entire stream. The lack of self-awareness here. Buddy, that is kind of exactly what she did, but instead of just saying, I've got some shit that I'm going through, so I was lying low, she said, well, family member passed away, so I was lying low. That's it. She didn't continue to, like, go through the nitty-gritty on everything that happened. She did almost exactly what you said, but was a little more specific on exactly what that shit was. But in essence, it's the same thing. Would you have still melted down if she had said, I had a lot of bad, horrible things happen, so I was laying low for a bit? I don't think so. You probably would have just given a normal, like, decent human response, like, man, sorry to hear that. Hope that shit clears up soon. Why couldn't you have had that same level-headed, rational response to her just being a bit more specific with what that horrible thing she was going through was? Right. She didn't just dump everything on you and expect you to you know, like, coddle her or do something special. Like, she just answered your question. So this is where the viral clip ends, but he did have a response to this, and it's really...
I guarantee I really apologize. Okay, this is what's going to be an apology. Let's do three things. One, he's going to say that he apologized to her either publicly or on the side. I apologize to her. Two, he's going to be like, oh, I was just in a really bad headspace, or y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just really in a really bad space. Or three, he's going to be like, yeah, it just wasn't right. But then he's going to be like, but y'all have to understand. And then it's going to go back to two. I was in a really bad headspace. So let's just look out for those.
Worse than you're probably imagining. But before getting to his response, I want to hit you with a bucket of cold water to shock you with some statistics here. 93% of all Twitch streamers pull less than 5 viewers. So anything more than 5 immediately puts you in the top 6.7% of the site.
Damn. Did not know that. Damn.
These are old numbers too. These are from 2021, so I imagine this is only grown. So why am I bringing this up? Well, because the streamer who right now is catching more tomatoes than the goddamn Heinz ketchup factory is not a huge streamer. At least not by most people on Twitter's definition of a big streamer. He has around 55 average viewers, and to put that in perspective, that does put him in the top 1% of Twitch, at least based on the numbers I'm seeing. Because again, the vast majority of streamers are streaming to actually 0 people. Crickets. You have...
And I'm not gonna hold you, that nigga kind of just killed his Twitch career in GTA. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's gonna want to watch somebody like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Have better luck getting your old
Where's
high
Discord?
school
Exclamation
classmates
Discord.
to watch your Facebook live stream than you do getting found on Twitch and starting a community from nothing. So everyone that's just writing him off as a nobody and fuck small streamers, who cares what they are saying or what their opinion is, I hate that perspective, and I will always hate that perspective. The mentality around numbers is so like fucked up these days that they can't recognize how big of a number 55 average viewers is. Like, yes, it's not the biggest streamers on Twitch, but that's still a pretty large number when put in perspective with how big the market is and how saturated it is. But this ties into the bigger point I want to make on the back of those numbers. The market being as saturated as it is, carving out a community being as tough as it is, the last thing you want to do is fuck it up, which is exactly what this guy has just done. He's currently streaming right now with like 140 viewers, which is more than he normally averages, but I imagine the majority of this is hate watchers hoping to just shit on...
Chat. That 140 viewers will go down to 40 next week, I promise you, my nigga. Like he said, hate watchers. Niggas just want to like get into the shit, really ask him questions in the chat, see what type of timing he on.
Him in the chat. And I've already seen it from a couple of his subs. Some people were saying how disappointed they were in him. And that's a really big deal, because when you have a really tight-knit community, once the viewers start feeling like you don't actually give a fuck about them at all, or that you're kind of a piece of shit, they probably won't stick around, because there's so many other streamers that they'll just go to. So this will potentially end up being a huge problem for him. His first response was this on Twitter.
Where he didn't do a video? Okay.
Just taking full responsibility for being an asshole.
In response to, I don't know if Charlie gonna read this, but hold on, let me see.
Asshole. Which I guess is...
Okay, he's not going to read it. In response to Nerdy Curvy, my reaction to the news she shared in chat while I was live. My apologies to her. That was a, I don't know if that word is COS or not, reaction. I shouldn't have been such a douche. I was just annoyed from the repeated trauma dumping that had been happening that week. My mistake. What the fuck did I say, nigga? Nigga is talking about he got trauma dumped by somebody else. He got like somebody else dropped some trauma on him earlier that week, so it just made him like he was just annoyed. So that's like 1 and 2. But look, wait for it. Next one's gonna be, but you'll have to understand. Let's see.
Fine, like he's just saying, yeah, it just was a real piece of shit here. But then 12 hours later, he made an apology video and doubled down on everything from his initial Twitter clip.
Firstly, it is well known in my channel that I do not tolerate heavy news, drama, or trauma dumping, if you will, being entered or dropped into the chat. This has been discussed and explained and made clear many times while I've been live over the last 4+ years that I've been on Twitch. The people that come to my channel often, they know this. They see it all the time. So that's something that I want to make sure everyone understands.
He directly blames her for violating his terms of service for being a chatter, basically, saying, I have very strict rules, you're not allowed to kill vibes with bad news or anything drama-related or heavy. Okay, then don't ask questions that could potentially lead to like someone being honest with you, man. Not everything in the world is going to be sunshine and rainbows. So why ask a question to your viewers that they might just be open about if you don't want to actually hear it?
That is...
You know, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, and why are you blaming her? You're fucking blaming the...
This nigga's a fucking idiot, nigga. Like, in GTA. This is like... I don't know, bro. Like, I really can't believe what I'm watching.
Victim here in this situation. What a terrible look. When you had already in your previous tweet sang a very different tune, where you're like, yeah, this one's kind of on me, I was a douchebag. What changed? All of a sudden now, you woke up this morning and you feel like you're not a douchebag, you're a superhero. In fact, she's the villain because she didn't follow your strict chat rules.
This is not the first time that she's violated the expectation that people not share heavy news in my channel. The frustration from having her argue in chat that she was, quote, just answering my question.
Yo, I can't watch this shit. Yo, I can't watch it. Yo, it's actually pissing me off a little bit. Yo, I can't watch this shit. There's no way this nigga's serious. Oh my fucking god, bro! I can't. Yo, this is. I can't believe this is the type of apology that he's really coming with. Okay,
it's kind of on me. I was a douchebag. We're here.
First time that she's violated the expectation that people not share heavy news in my channel. The frustration from having her argue in chat that she was, quote, just answering my question, even though she's been spoken to about this type of thing before.
Calling this an apology is a disservice to apologies.
That
he is
is
literally
yo.
just justifying his reaction and saying it's
nigga said she was arguing with me back and forth, and this is
all her fault. She violated our expectation of her in chat.
Bro makes Twitch terms.
She has a history of doing it. And in her statement, one of her twit-longers, she clarifies a bit deeper on what he's talking about. And he's pretty misleading with the way he portrays what happened here. Again, you asked her a question, she answered it. So the quote, "I was just answering your question," is very accurate because that is all she was doing, man.
Frowned upon. Dude, I'm getting follows right now. From Joe JCKS. Bro Chacho, welcome to the channel, dude. Thanks for the follow.
I hate this nigga, bro. Dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. I'm not going over here. In GTA, just a joke, just a joke. This nigga just said, bro, Chacho.
Yeah.
He even acknowledges that maybe he should edit that out and then decides not to. You should have edited that out. That's what a big yikes moment there. In your fucking apology, not an apology,
yeah.
in your blaming, pointing the finger video, you get a follower. Take a moment to say thanks for the follow and like just call out the follower during this. What a bad look. How could you not recognize that as a potential problem? But regardless, the actual video he has made here is not a good response. It is somehow even worse than the initial one with the doubling down and trying to justify it. Like, just have an obvious common sense level-headed response like, yep, I overreacted, this was stupid, I shouldn't have done that, I don't even know what I was thinking, I must have just been in a bad mood. Like it was just so easy to move on from this, but instead, you doubled down, and now you look real silly for it. That's about it.
W video from Charlie. That is ridiculous, nigga. Nigga said, bro, Chacho, bro. Bro. Nigga said, bro, so I started doing that chat, bro, Chacho. Thank you, bro, Chacho. Bro, Chacho. Bro, Chacho. Yo, that's kind of fire, right? What's up, guys? It's your boy Blueryai here, and today, what's good, bro, Chachos? It's Blueryai here, and today we're doing 3 a.m. challenges. If you want to be a part of the Bro Chacho army, then smash the like button. 1 like equals 1 survival at 3 a.m. If you want to be a Bro Chacho, hit that sub, hit that follow button, and join my... Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Shit's ridiculous, bro. Stop. Yeah. Goofy has outro Roblox music. Please stop. My fault. No, but that's actually ridiculous though. I'm not gonna lie. He's lame for that. I'm not like, and to be honest, I think he's like single-handedly killed his own career, like his upcoming career. You know what I'm saying? But hey, GTA. But hey, that was a good video by from Charles. You know what I'm saying? So, that was a good video.